But I mean, I don't know, man. I think I would like to see it with the beard.
Honestly, I would like to too, but the other thing is that I don't feel like it grows in full enough. But I know that there's so many things you can do to make your beard full. There's so many products that you can use and buy. Like, I feel like most of it from here will grow in pretty good, but it's usually on this side where it's a little patchy.
That's where I struggled.
And I hate that. And then on top of that, the period of time that it takes to go from like where it's just long enough to not be that irritating to actually being like a more full beard, I feel like it takes so long, and I just don't have the patience to wait it out. Yeah. That's the other thing, because it's literally like I don't know how long it actually takes, but one time I let it grow for 3 months, even against the wife. He's like, "What the hell are you doing?" But I literally for 3 months, and I still didn't feel like I was anywhere near that. Like, not even that, let alone that, right? And I was like, bro, how many more months do I need to let it go?
About a month, I'll be like this, bro.
No.
No joke.
Yeah.
How long did it take you, Jacob?
To get at this, probably like 4 or 5 months.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's some like ZZ Top stuff.
Bro, I had a mustache in middle school.
Dude, you had a mustache when you were born, fool. You came out and just whoop.
Right.
You know, Cantinflas.
My sons are now wanting to grow their stuff out, and I don't know if it's like kids, and because I felt the same way when I was a teenager in high school. There was certain times where I'd be like, oh, I'm going to grow out my mustache and stuff. I just felt like it made you look more manly at that time. But then I go back and sometimes I see old pictures and I'm like, dude, that is nasty. Yeah. Like, it looks stupid. I look so stupid. Like I totally look like I have that puberty look with that mustache, because it's not filled in. The hairs themselves are very thin because you haven't shaved enough to make them more coarse. Yeah. Right. And I see my sons doing that, and I'm like, bro, I told Seth the other day, I was like, why? What are you doing? And he was like, I'm growing it out. I said, it looks terrible. And he goes, I don't care what you think. I said, that's good. I'm glad. Like, I want them to have their individuality, right, and just let them make their own mistakes. But I said, it's not a good look. He's like, it's fine. I'll be all right. And I said, you will be all right. But I'm just telling you from personal experience. And Zion too. He's like Zion's even doing the beard thing and the mustache. Yeah,
I didn't even see that. That's crazy.
But the hair is so thin. I tell them they have to shave more so that their hair can grow out more coarse.
Yeah, right? And then you go through a really ugly stage. But after you pass that, you're good. It's like a really ugly, itchy stage. Yeah. But once you pass that, you're good.
That's the other thing that I hated, because there was times where I'd literally be like scratching and it would just bright red because it just itches so much. Or even when I sleep, because the hairs are so coarse and they're not long enough to be soft. So when I'd be sleeping, and sometimes I'm like that, and it would just like irritate like here and there, and even on my pillow, I just didn't feel comfortable. Yeah. And I just hated that.
I'm in that stage because my chain gets like stuck to the bottom, and I'm like, oh, dude, it hurts. It does. Trust me. I have to like pull it off.
That's never happened to me.
Really?
Like your chains get stuck on there?
Yeah, it gets stuck. This one gets stuck right here, and I just have to like pull it off.
I even got to a point where I zipped up my jacket.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah.
But the jackets for sure.
Do you sleep with your chain? That could
no,
be
I don't.
Yeah, so I never, because I was gonna say the same thing. That's never happened to me, but I never sleep with my chain.
No, as soon as I get home, I take it off.
Every time. Yes. I'm the same way.
I don't. I just keep I haven't taken
I take off my wedding ring. I just take off everything. This weekend is your anniversary.
Yeah, the Sunday's the actual anniversary day. Yeah. Sunday, and we were initially gonna be out, but then we were talking about the youth thing. She's like, let's just not go. Like, let's just stay. And I was like, okay. I really wanted to be out, but because what I don't want to do, no matter what, and I feel this is true, no matter what the church needs are, our family needs come before the church, period. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And always. Mm-hmm. And so I don't want to make the mistake of just being like, oh, we're going to sacrifice everything we are as a family to just be there at the church. Not that the church isn't meaningful, and not that the church doesn't mean everything to us. Mm-hmm. You know, it's one of the greatest things we do in life for us. But at the same time, I didn't want it to be like, oh, we're not going to. But, you know, we came to an agreement. We're cool because I have Friday off, so we're going to go enjoy ourselves for a couple of days. The kids will be out, and we'll go get them, and then we'll be free Sunday.
What are your plans? Dinner?
Yeah, well, right now we're talking about this spot in San Francisco, just getting a nice suite in San Francisco on possibly Friday. Just check in and then either go to there's between Ruth's Chris or
I think that's where I stayed.
Yeah, or Show de Carnes, which is in Sausalito. It's a like a Brazilian steakhouse with sushi. Looks bomb. It's brand new. So I was like, man, that spot looks bomb.
All right.
You said San Francisco then?
In San Francisco, we'd be probably staying at, I forgot the name of this spot, but it's like this really nice kind of a small, looks like those, they almost look like they're big houses, like Victorian houses, but it's like a hotel. It's like kind of small, but they got these really nice views of the Golden Gate and stuff from there and the coastline. So I was like, that's probably something we can get into.
That's dope. Yeah, that's where I went for my first year wedding anniversary.
Nice.
We're out there in San Francisco. And I've never really, I mean, I was born and raised here in the Bay, and I never really had like a weekend out just in San Francisco. Like when we would go with my family, we would only go to the Golden Gate Bridge whenever family from outside of the Bay would come. They're like, oh yeah, let's go to San Francisco. We're like, all right, cool. But you know, like they want to like ride bicycles or eat in all these places, and I'm like, shoot, I don't know where to take you because I haven't really been out here either myself, you know? Because like you go in and then like you see a lot of cars, a lot of buildings, everything's together, and then the hills, and then you think about the earthquakes, and like this anxiety just starts coming in you, you know? But no, it was a dope experience. We're out there.
Right on.
It's funny though. Everyone thinks that if you're from the Bay Area, like, oh, you're from San Francisco. Dude, I don't even know San Francisco.
So
I go there and I want to get out as soon as I can. I mean, I can't drive in San Francisco, dude. I get anxiety bad, real bad.
No, the worst is like when you're stuck like on the light and you're up on the hill like that. I forgot the name of the street, bro, but I kid you not, it's like we were ready to be launched into space. And I'm like, the brakes are about to give up any second right now. You know, but it didn't. But as soon as the light went green, like I felt the car go back a little bit, and then I just press on the gas.
There was a restaurant that we wanted to go to, but you had to get like reservations like a month or more in advance, which is called the View Lounge. Beautiful restaurant. It's like way at the top of one of their buildings, and just the View Lounge. It tells you, it gives you the view of the entire city. It's beautiful, and they have great food from what I hear. One of my coworkers went there, but not available. So I was like,
the only restaurant I go out there for is International Smoke, the Aisha Curry restaurant.
Oh, never been.
Really good food. Really good food.
I would be totally interested in going.
Been, but where we really wanted to go was a pasta place, like an Italian pasta place. But they're all booked too, you know. But you definitely, when you go out there, you gotta have ramen. You gotta go out to Japantown and Chinatown and get some bomb ramen.
I've never had ramen, dude.
Never had ramen in your life,
goodness, bro.
Oh. Yeah,
that's where we
gotta change that.
I'm not saying I'm against it. I just I don't know where to go.
Well, let's go Saturday.
You out of all four of us, bro, should be the one to actually have it,
bro.
Because I'm 1.3%.
Yes.
Wait, so you're going on 23 years then?
23, bro.
That's crazy, dog. I'm
29,
29, bro. I am 29.
I'm 20 years behind.
Damn.
But we were young, man.
That's amazing, man.
Good for
I got with the girl, you know, since I'd known her since I was 13, which makes it crazy. And to think about and consider that I had feelings for her back then, and then how things turned out, like when she left, because we met in church, right? And just little things that we did for each other. She wrote me a letter once when we were like 13 years old, which I held on for a couple years. And
you still got it?
No, because I turned into a bad guy for a couple of years when she was gone.
Okay.
So, but we held hands once and didn't even talk afterward at a youth event. We went to Great America, and in one of the shows, we literally sat next to each other, and I held her hand for the length of the show. And when the show was over, I literally got up and walked with the boys that way, and she went her way. We never talked. Damn. It was weird. I don't know why we even did that, but
it's a love story, dog.
Yeah, right.
I love it.
And then she just bounced. Her and her family left the church, you know. And then I didn't see her for 5 years, and we were playing at somebody's 50th year anniversary. We were playing music, and her brother had come back to church because he was having some issues, and he had called my dad, and my dad invited him back, and he decided to invite his sister for that 50th year anniversary. She came through the door, bro, and I was just like, recognize her immediately. As soon as we were done with the set, I was talking to 2 other chicks that same day, literally 2. And I just went down, ignored those 2, and I went straight to her and started talking to her. And long story short, I invited her to church the very next day because it was a Saturday. I invited her to church on Sunday. She showed up. I got her number on that Sunday, took a picture, and I was like, yo, I'm going to hit you up. She's like, all right, cool. Talked to her for 2 weeks. Then I asked her out on a date, went out on our first date. We talked for another 2 weeks after that, dated a couple more times. I was like, yo, I just want to be with you, like straight up. And she's like, all right. So boyfriend, girlfriend, and we dated for 2 years and got married.
Dang,
the rest is history.
That's cool. But dating for 2 years and then getting married in the church, like that you don't hear that often. Like you hear people like, oh yeah, I want to date you. Boom. Next month they're married.
Yeah. That's true.
That is true. I have a couple of friends I know I can be like, boy, y'all are already.
Yeah.
And
They're
I'm
playing
like,
around.
What? Okay. Y'all been really waiting, but or maybe you can't wait, but yeah, man. That was it. And at first, even my parents were like, bro, are you sure? Because before her, I was wild and out, bro. Yeah. Like, it was out of control. And
you should have asked her, are you sure?
You know who this guy is?
Right.
Jeez.
Right.
He did some stuff in those 5 years.
He's probably got like 6 kids in different countries. Yeah, man. But like the best thing I could have ever done. And I didn't think we would even get to 23. There was a couple of years you didn't think we were going to get to 23 because it's not easy, man. Being married that long, you're not always going to agree on stuff, and sometimes you're going to disagree fiercely. And along the way, you're going to make some mistakes too. But ultimately, you love each other. And if you love each other enough and you want to stay with each other, you're going to make it work. And you're going to compromise. Both of you are going to compromise in different areas of your life where you normally wouldn't. But if you love that person more than anything else and you cannot see yourself without that person, you're going to compromise. Mm-hmm. And that's how you get to 23.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Compromise.
Yeah. Anytime anybody asks me about like marriage advice, I always say number one thing is compromise.
It
like
is.
If you can't compromise, it ain't gonna work.
It's true, bro.
Yeah. So that's awesome. I mean, and it comes from man that's been married the longest out of all of us. So I mean, 23 years of it. I mean, that's
23, 3 years.
I'm going on 4.
Oh yeah, 4.
I'm going on 4 years.
When is 4?
November.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah.
Going almost at 3. We're at 2.5, and it's November as well.
We're like 2 days apart.
Even just our anniversary, like our dating anniversary when we weren't married, it was also in the same month, and it was a day before or something like that.
and then our dog, not even planned though. It's not even planned.
Not a surprise, huh?
Not even planned.
Right, bro. Yeah.
So dating anniversary and marriage anniversary, same month.
That's
like
crazy.
2 days.
Like dating was like 2 days. Marriage is like a week apart.
No, I'm the 21st. You're the 23rd, dog.
Oh, that's right.
We're 2 days.
2 days.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
Wow.
And then the dating, I'm the 12th. You're the 13th. Cool. I believe.
Crazy.
You want to go on a trip together?
I'm down. I want to go to Tokyo, dog.
Tokyo.
I
want to go to some ramen out there.
Yeah, but I hope it's cooked.
No, you're probably gonna be some live stuff.
I know that. Nah, y'all better kill that before I eat it.
No, but I mean, I seen videos of like when it's already dead.
Yeah,
the stuff that they put in, like if it's an octopus or something. But it's just so hot.
Yeah.
That
I ain't eating no octopus,
bro. Tokyo. No. That's there, literally probably top 3 trips right now for us. On our bucket list, is Tokyo. So that's definitely going to happen in the next 3 years for sure. Do you guys gamble at all?
I like the card games. I've never played any of the card games.
Yeah.
I always play just with friends. But no, just one time I was at the roulette table. because everybody was just betting on black. Yeah, just happened to pass by. I'm like, shoot, let me go black too. And boom, lost it.
That was
I hate black.
That was your bachelor party.
Oh yeah,
that was your bachelor party.
Yes,
I remember
like
we all put in money.
We all put in money.
Lost it immediately. Like, all right, well, let's get out of here, dude. That's all our money. We're done.
We legit, we were there, and
like
nobody
that.
was really gambling or anything. We were just there looking around. Like, I had some homeboys that like they were like craps table and stuff, but we weren't really into it.
You can catch me in the slot machines though.
Yeah, but then before we left, like, all right, everybody, put your money together and let's just put on black. And now we lost.
No, we didn't.
we were hopeful.
But if you would have hit, y'all would have went out
yeah.
with some money, bro.
We would have went to a steakhouse for sure.
Right.
But we had to end up getting like Taco Bar or something like
For
that.
sure.
Because
Yeah. No, but like we went back to the Airbnb we were at, and then we were just playing cards, poker together
for till 4
Yeah.
o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah,
went
I
out.
like playing all that. I got into blackjack, counting cards, all that. But just on my own. I haven't gone out to gamble.
Yeah. I'm scared to go out there and do it because I feel like I'll get addicted to it. You know,
So you
because
do have an addictive personality.
I do, but then also my dad was a gambling addict,
Got it.
and so it's like I don't want to fall
For sure.
into
Or
those
even
footsteps
risk it.
or
Right.
risk it. Like, but I do have an addictive personality. Like,
Do you
if I
go
get
to
into
casinos,
something,
though,
I do.
at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I play slots, but
For sure.
I set a limit. I'm like, this is all I have in cash.
Yeah.
If I don't have any more, cool.
Yeah.
If I win something, let's go have a nice dinner. You know?
Yeah, I think it's
That's
very
it.
important, man. Like if anything you do in life, right? Like if you're gonna, have fun with it, taste it a little bit, whatever. You got to know if you have an addictive personality.
For sure.
Then if that, you gotta really be careful.
Oh yeah.
Because you could get sucked in real easy. But I was like, I don't have an addictive personality, and I was like, do you? And she's like, no. I was like, we're like, all right, well, let's try it out, and like legit, like we were able to walk away,
Yeah.
like sometimes we're up, obviously you don't walk away when you're up. But, when it's like the, table's cold or whatever, like, all right, let's walk away. Some people are like, no, it's going to hit. We've actually came across people where I think the highest I've seen somebody lose was close to 100,000. Wow. Damn. Yeah. And, I'm like, for you to be able to lose 100,000 and be like nothing, they're obviously rolling in some dough.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
But yeah, that was like, and then like all in one, I seen one guy, he dropped about 20 grand, lost it all. Damn. Yeah. So, but then it's like, it depends on how much they're able to do, because some people have money like that to be able to just drop. Not me. We're like, all right, this is entertainment.
I was just about to ask, are you in the high rollers table? Like,
no. Also, the craps aren't usually like high roller. Like, they don't have no section for the high rollers, only if you go to like certain casinos. But even then, you only could get so many high rollers because literally every bet is your minimum bet, right? So if you're playing like blackjack, let's just say the minimum bet's $25. That's for the whole game, right?
Yeah.
When you're playing craps, it's every bet you're putting, and you could have the whole table filled, and you could have, I don't know, anywhere like 30 bets. So imagine like your minimum bet is $25 times 30. That's high rollers right there if you're going to be doing that. But some people even drop like on one, they'll drop like a couple grand.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but us, we stay humble. We're at, we're down here, man. We do it more for fun. We don't go crazy with it. If we win, we win. Obviously, and have fun and have some nice dinners. And, we have a good time.
Yeah, 20 grand is nuts, man. That's a 2015 Honda Civic, dog. People are dropping a 2015 Honda Civic, dog. That's insane, man.
Well, that's parts for the show.
That's a good car. I know, right?
That's a down payment for a house in like Nashville, dog. $20,000. These people
Or
are just,
Texas.
Or Texas. That's insane.
Oh, man. I know between me and Allie, like she definitely on the blackjack, more of the bigger gambler between us both, but she knows how to walk away, and she's pretty good at the table. She generally walks away either even, like she didn't make money or didn't lose money. She just ends up with the amount of money she invested in. Or she was down. There's a couple of times she was down by like $50 and nothing major. I think the most I've ever seen her down, like walk away from a table down 100. But then there's been several times where she walked away with $400 or $500. So balances out over time. Me, I do like playing blackjack, but I don't tend to play long. I'll probably play 6-7 rounds, and then I usually end up walking the casino, playing the slots sometimes too, or going to the food court and just finding some good stuff to eat. Yeah. I usually bring my ear pods with me and just chill and wait for her to be done. Whenever she's done, she's done. There's another reason I want to go to like Red Hot Casino. They got like all this stuff too. I tell her if we next time we go to a casino, she doesn't like going to that one because it's almost 3 hours away. It's pretty far. But the cool thing about that was that now they got like this bowling thing. They got a golf thing there, and they got an indoor 2-level go-kart thing in that. Yeah, at that thing. And if you bring your kids with you, if you have kids, they have a whole area where you can literally drop off your kid, and they have like a big old jungle thing they can play on. They have iPads. They even have food. You can like leave money on the kid's account, and then you kind of check them in, that you put their names in the system, and they literally watch your kids for you, and you can just go gamble for however long you want to gamble for. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Dang. Where's this at?
It's like past Sacramento.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like up north. Yeah, Red Hot Casino.
Yeah, that's really important when you have that, right?
Yeah,
just be able to draw people with kids.
And we brought our boys one time, but we made the mistake of, our boys are pretty nice. We left them there, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, my dad said we can just eat," so they bought popcorn and hot dogs for all the kids, bro. We ended up coming back and having to pay like $220-something on just like snacks for other kids to eat.
All your winnings from that day.
Yeah, exactly. Because the boys just wanted to share. They were just like, "Oh, hey, you want something to eat?" Yeah, my dad said he could.
That's hilarious.
And I was like, "All right." Because when we went back to check them out,
that's a good value. You know, instill in your kids that generosity.
Yeah,
you know?
For sure, bro.
I
you can't even be mad, right? You're just like, well, they were just being nice. So
like for me, like I mentioned, like I love playing games, like card games, all this. Usually just with friends, but one of the main reasons why I don't really go out there and gamble is because, like, straight up, I'm pretty frugal with my money.
Yeah.
Because growing up, I didn't really have like the luxury to like go out, you know, like the only gambling probably was just Chuck E. Cheese. You know,
and at least you got tickets back on there, right?
Exactly. You got some tickets back, and at least you bought some candy or something, you know.
Little Tootsie Roll.
But yeah, you know, just stuff that my family went through, you know, losing the home, losing my mom, you know, like working when I was 17, 18, all my money going into like the first car that I drove, and then putting myself through university, college, and everything.
Yeah.
Like I just had to find a way to better manage my money. But like I love playing games, you know. But now, you know, like I make better money. You know, maybe I'll go.
So we can have a trip to Red Hot
Casino. I love taking money from my friends. That's why I'm like, you know, if I can keep it in house, like right here.
And he knows I have an addictive personality because I'm buying it all the time, dog.
Yeah.
I'm always buying. I'm like, it's cool, dog.
I make at least $100 off this dude.
This guy's like, you know,
just him alone, bro.
I want to take my girl out to dinner. Hey, Oscar, you want to play, bro?
He's like, hey, it's time to pay Jacob.
That's what he always plans.
My wedding anniversary is
coming up. So he always plans it close to that date. Now I get it. Take her out to some steak. You know, she don't eat meat though. Yeah. Take her out to some vegetables.
Nah, but I mean, I've always enjoyed playing with friends. You know, like sometimes you're out there and like people like have a lot of money, and then especially if like you're playing blackjack or something, you know, they're just gonna want to go all in, or poker or something, you know, go all in all the time, and it's like, oh shoot, dude, like
you have a few people who do that, dog. It bugs me.
Poker is definitely one of those games that you guys could, you know, put a limit, and that goes for hours.
Yeah,
I mean, buy-in could be like $25, you know, and you know you could play. For
we don't go that, bro. We do
$10 buy-ins.
Yeah,
that's like our lowest.
No, but that's just to buy in to get into the game, and then after that we just do like $1 up to like $5.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
So you guys don't do the like the tournament style where it's just like
no, we do tournament, but so every time like they say we start off with 5. After that's done, if they want to buy back in, then it goes up to like 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah,
and you can see how I take his money.
I'm just a nice guy. I just
want to play blackjack primarily,
nice the next day.
I just want to have fun, man.
You play blackjack primarily when you guys, or what card?
Poker.
Poker.
Yeah, poker.
Do you guys ever think of like get into like the sports betting side?
I've never done it, and I've never thought about it,
Like
to be honest.
fights. Like,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
mean,
like-
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I'd be down, but I've never done it, and honestly, I've never really even put much thought into that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah, I've always wanted
he
to
did.
do it.
Well, when we went to Vegas this last trip, and Raiders were out. It was Niners playing.
Wasn't even
playoffs.
half of the season.
And it was like a funny because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna bet against the Niners, and I won. And I was like, but I didn't know what I was doing. It was just overall.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like sports would be kind of hard. It's like you really need to stay on track of everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And plus, it's the NFL. I mean, or really anything pro now, right? Everything's just kind of rigged. So I don't know.
It's Vegas calls.
Yeah, I mean that's
House
why
calls.
if you go into like UFC fights or boxing and stuff like that, I mean, now knowing how rigged it can get with like the scorecards, I don't even think I'll ever get into
Yeah.
betting for like fights, let alone sports. I mean,
Usually, like I do, but not as much. But just on main events like Super Bowls, like Champions League and stuff like that. I've made some money on that, but nothing major. Like it's
just so like your friends and stuff.
yeah.
I feel like it'd be too emotional. I put more emotion than actual thought. Like, okay,
Yeah.
do I actually think they're gonna win, or am I hoping they're gonna
Yeah.
win?
Right,
You know?
yeah.
Especially
that's
if
a
your
good
team's
point.
in, dog. If your team's in, you're like, all right, like this is my heart.
Right.
Whatever you want to bet, I'm in.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then
Nah,
a little
I don't think
voice behind you, like, oh, I hope they win, man, because I don't got that 500 on me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Like I've done it a lot of times where like I've bet against the Niners because I'm a Niner hater, and I'll always bet. I don't care. I'm like, I don't care, even though the
Playing the
chances-
worst team in the
Yeah,
league.
and I'm like, I'm still gonna bet, But then if I know that they'll get slaughtered, I'm not gonna bet. But I'll always like, especially during the playoffs, I'm always.
I
gonna
just
bet
love how you
against
say
Niners.
Niner hater and you looking right into my eyes.
Oh,
when you say
absolutely,
Niner
bro.
hater.
Just I want you to know that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, I get
Yeah,
it.
you should know that.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
Have you bet on any fights?
No, but I'm about to bet on that Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg fight, dog.
Who you
Okay.
putting your money on?
Elon all day, baby. I love his car, man. He makes a beautiful car.
Wait. Elon's fighting?
Yeah, against Mark Zuckerberg, man.
Why?
Because they have money and they just want to do it.
Because they can.
What other reason do they need?
Because
Right?
they got the connects. Because they have Dana White on speed dial. Call them up and they can reserve a cage fight in Vegas.
Right.
Bro. That's why.
Yeah.
Right.
Literally.
Yeah.
Nah, but I mean, there's more
That's
to
wild.
that,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Elon he's older. He's like 10 years older.
He's 51. But I think Mark is like 42 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or like
Who do you
late
think's
30s.
who do you think is in better shape?
I don't know, man. Elon
Zuckerberg,
is
bro.
bigger, bro.
He's a big boy.
Elon is he's husky and he's taller
Yeah.
and he's
Yeah,
smarter.
But
They're
Zuckerberg
probably not going to
he
if they
has
fight.
like a
Wait, they're
belt,
going to
bro.
legit fight, right?
Yeah.
Do you think they won't have to cut weight? They're just going to fight at
Oh, they'll
whatever
just
age?
fight. Yeah. It's not going to be no rules. Like
One
that.
punch from Elon Musk though will probably.
Oh, for
throw
sure.
out.
You're talking
Like,
about.
I can see I can see Elon Musk being like the brawler, boxing, and then Zuckerberg having to take him down.
Yeah.
because he has. Because I think he's like in jiu-jitsu and stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he has
yeah.
a belt
Yeah.
in that kind of
He
stuff.
does.
He's been actually winning competitions.
Zuckerberg?
Yeah.
Oh,
So he's trained.
Yeah.
He's already kind of coming in trained, and then on Elon Musk's corner, actually Andrew Tate hit him up and said he'd train him. And I'm like, all right, bro, you can't leave your house.
I know. You have to come to Romania, my backyard,
good
and
luck
train.
with that.
No, but Elon is training with George St. Pierre, actually, the UFC fighter.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So he's training, and I saw a couple of videos. I'm like, okay.
When's this coming out?
No, well, there's no set.
There's no set date, but it's already like they're talking about it, and like they both confirmed to it, and
They're
like,
both obviously training right
and
now.
Dana's like, I'll give you any ring you want. Let's just make it happen.
Man.
And I think right now, what it is now,
That's
it's a money grab, man.
For
Freaking
sure.
Of course,
Pay-per-viewing that,
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
paying all day.
It's so big
Multiple
that
devices.
even now governments are coming into it. Like Italian government now wants to have them in the Roman Coliseum.
Yes, dog.
Right.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. In the Coliseum, bro.
Coliseum.
When have they ever? No, since like
That's-
the Roman days.
that's
man.
crazy.
Since Gladiator.
Yeah. And they shot the movie Gladiator in there.
Russell Crowe's up there saying, "Are you not entertained?"
Right.
Somebody better die then. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yep.
Better bring out the tigers.
Winner keeps Twitter.
Nice.
But I mean, I think that's what the whole argument is. Their fight is like their social media platform, and where one is like pro free speech and the other one's like, oh, I'm gonna, control your speech a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
So
censorship.
Okay.
And censorship is obviously Mark Zuckerberg, and then Elon is more of a conservative type of guy who's like, just do whatever you want to do.
Right.
For example,
I would say more like libertarian.
Libertarian, yes. I want to say because
kind of conservative.
He's in the border, I think.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's already given like Trump his account back. Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
America. He's given a bunch of people who are basically banned from like Meta, Facebook,
I think it was,
and
like,
Instagram.
the Babylon B2.
And just recently YouTube too is like going like that because I don't know if you guys know who Theo Von is, a comedian.
Yep.
He shot something with Roseanne.
Oh
And
yeah.
like everybody, Twitter. I mean, YouTube and Instagram doesn't allow him to post it.
Yep.
But Twitter's like
Because
you
of
can
Roseanne?
do it here.
Because of what she said
Yeah.
several years ago?
Yeah.
Dang.
And then Elon's like, you can post it here if you want. And so he has it on Twitter.
Where do you guys stand with free speech or censorship?
You know what, man?
It's America.
I love my free speech, bro. I'm not going to lie. And I mean, it's you either don't take offense to what people say and just move past it. You know what I mean?
Or take offense. It's like it's not even wrong to take offense to what someone says, but you don't have to take offense so much that you want to physically harm that person, right? You can be like, "Oh, I don't agree with that." Whatever they're saying about me or whatever they're saying in general, without having to cross the line and all right, I need to do something. I need to handle this, right?
Yeah.
I think that's where we lost in America. People just want to shut you down for saying anything. And if they disagree with your opinion, then it's shut them down.
Yeah.
It's not what I believe, and because it's not what I believe, then it's not right. And if it's not right, then you don't belong anywhere. You don't belong. You don't have a voice, right? That's what. I mean,
we know there's weirdos out there who are saying some weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna happen regardless. So it's gonna happen regardless, and it's been happening from the beginning of times. You know what I mean? And so I think for someone, I mean, especially in a country, the United States, and where like the freedom of speech is so big, for now, these times, they want to like tell you what you could say, how you can think, stuff like that. I think it's a little nuts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is why I'm going towards my boy Elon, even though
Amen to that.
I'm just saying, dog.
Yeah.
It's not just because of his car, but because of him.
Because he drives a Tesla and he wants to get another.
Elon, sponsor this podcast, bro. Send us some cars,
bro. Even if you don't want to sponsor, if you just want to send us 4 Teslas, we're good with it.
Yeah.
Model 3, dude, basic. That's cool. You know what I mean?
We'll put.
I want a plaid. I want a plaid.
Yeah, man. I'm betting on you, man. Yeah. I am.
But I think like the big issue here is that there wasn't any laws set in place for social media, so the technology has grown so fast that there wasn't able to keep up with legislation for it. And even now you can see it in AI, like so many AI tools and stuff coming out where you can use an AI tool to make a picture of someone, and that necessarily never happened, So just, you think about that and like election being around the corner, like how crazy that's going to be crazy, and how much violence can come out of that. It's especially from like either far right or far left, viewpoints, where really that's where you see, especially like on Twitter. I'm on Twitter, but it's not necessarily like a personal account. It's just stuff that I go and I follow different like crypto guys and like trading stuff and sports and some artists that I like and business finance. That's it, But then every now and then, of course, you're gonna see some crazy viewpoints that are out there, and then like it's just a cycle. Like man, like people are crazy with their words online. Like they're just straight up fighting. Like they don't care. Like they don't really want to compromise. It's my way or the highway type of deal. But now I think the biggest issue is because if those legislations, or is like now, like Facebook has a thing like, oh, some things are going to get censored if you say this certain word or you do this or whatever, right? And that wasn't necessarily put in place from the beginning. And now you want to start doing that and start regulating, you know, people are going to feel like, oh, well, what about that person? You know, like it feels like you're kind of singling me out, right? You know, and that's what it feels like is kind of happening, like more like conservative, very far right voices are being singled out more and being censored, you know. And that's where, you know, Elon Musk came in and why he wanted to take over Twitter, you know, so that there be more speech out there, you know, that people want to hear. But it's tough, man, because I mean, I'm all aboard for free speech, but like there's just some times with that free speech, like if it's gonna cause a lot of harm, where it can bring like death and even bring down like an entire government or something, then like there at least has to be some, not I wouldn't say like censorship right away, but kind of like warnings out there, like red flags, yeah. You know, like not just out of nowhere, boom, you're done, and cut you without really, you know, saying why, you know. But yeah, that's kind of where I stand. And then now, like with Zuckerberg and him creating the metaverse too, like you have to have some kind of
well, he actually just
there.
I think just today or this week, his new social media platform came out, Thread. That's sort of like Twitter. I don't know if you've seen it already.
Oh, okay.
It's called Thread, so it's kind of like he's trying to compete with Twitter now and just going back and forth. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's probably going to come down to two different platforms, one being for the right, one being for the left, you know. Yeah.
And but I think Elon, other than him wanting to give people a platform to have free speech, he's a big troll, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's just a huge troll. And just the ways he replies to people sometimes really makes me laugh. I'm like, okay, this guy's trolling you guys. And you guys know that, but you
would never expect that, like from CEO of like different companies, right? To be kind of trolling you like that.
He's funny though online, man. Media, he really is funny online. And sometimes I join his... you know how they have like little speeches or like conversations on Twitter, and I join them like, okay, this guy, he's obviously trolling you guys. And you guys are all like for it, but
but for sure, I think Zuckerberg will win.
Really? Yeah. I don't know, man. I think Elon one haymaker dog to the jaw. Mark's done.
That's if they're really fighting though. You
know
what
sure
I mean?
they will.
It's not something to just.
But I think what's going to end up happening, bro.
Hopefully nothing's scripted.
Yeah, right? I mean that's the thing.
I mean, if they gotta wear headgear, that's fine. I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
But you know, if people want to see a fight, like they want to see blood and stuff and broken ankles.
It's not gonna see.
But that. I think what it should happen though is they should make this into a big old like charity event. You know, because this money is gonna come in. People are gonna want to view this. People are gonna want to attend this.
Definitely.
And they're already like two of the richest people in the world. You know what I mean? Just make it for charity. Make it fun. You know what I mean? And loser has to give their winnings to whatever charity of choice from the other one, and then vice versa.
Yeah.
You know,
like I can see like kind of like the implications for this though. You know, like we're talking about censorship and free speech, you know, and like, oh, if it's inciting violence, then it needs to be censored. You know, you have free speech, Elon Musk, censorship, Mark Zuckerberg, and they're fighting. Like, what's the message they're sending? What's the message they're sending there?
Very,
you know?
true. Very, very true.
Valid.
Square up.
You know, like everybody just wants to see a fight. Like,
I think at this point it's just entertainment now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then also with like AI, I'm pretty sure Zuck is for AI because he has the metaverse, right? Or like that type of technology. And then Elon, I think I've seen it or heard speeches where he talks about the cons when it comes to AI.
Yeah.
And how like it's gonna like really infiltrate humanity and be like, you guys are gonna be left behind.
Yeah, there's new developments coming out literally every week, you know, and they can't keep up with it. And like I mentioned, there's hardly any laws or legislation for it, so we don't even know where it could lead.
I know, dude.
But we're already seeing a lot of it. I don't know if you guys actually heard of this, but people are actually receiving phone calls from, like, let's just say it's Mario calling me, right? And it's actually his number, and they already have his voice recorded, but it's not him actually calling me. It's they're using his voice, and they're basically telling him, "Hey, bro, I'm in a lot of trouble. I need help. Dang. Can you send money here?" And it's like it sounds just like him, and it's a phone call coming from him. Yeah, and they're saying it's very important to have a word that you and your family know that you guys could always use, and it's only you guys know that this is the word that you guys use. And I'm sure you guys have gotten like these spam calls where you call the number back and the person answers. It's a completely like just another person. And they're like, "I never called you." I'm like, "Well, this is your phone number." Yeah. And me, and they're like, "Yeah, it's my phone number." And they're like, "I never called you." Dang. So, and then it's crazy because my brother told me that my sister-in-law, the same thing happened to them, is that he returned her call. He goes, "Hey, you called me?" She goes, "I didn't call you." And it was her number. Yep. So they were saying like it's the AI, where you're able to use.
That's why it's I know what you're talking about. I was like watching a story or reading up something about it, is where they basically, sometimes you get the like a random phone call from a random number you don't know, and they say to be careful with picking up those numbers, because when you just say hello or who is this and you're talking but no one's saying nothing, your voice is actually being recorded. So they take the recordings of your voice and then they put it into a computer, they edit, and then they take the frequency of that voice and they then put words in that frequency so it sounds exactly the same. And then they make phone calls to your family members. A lady actually got took for all her money this way, because that person using technology made it sound like they were calling and acting like her grandson, and he said that he was locked up, and he was locked up because he got like a DUI and he needed like 10 grand for the bail or whatever, and she just all right, because it sounded literally exactly like his voice, and they had already collected information from the phone, all that stuff, whatever it was. So to her, it just seemed like legit. She just wired the money, and that was it. It was gone.
Dude, I always like mess with those people that call me. I'm just talking nonsense.
Yeah, your voice is out there now. Wow, it's gonna be used in the metaverse everywhere.
If you guys give them money, it's not on me.
But the problem, the other problem is,
die, bro. Take them.
Right, the other problem with that already cost me $1 million. It's gonna cost me another $1 million now.
God.
Is that like ignoring the phone calls too? Is not, for me. It's not much of an option, because there was one time when I used to ignore phone calls, and one time my wife was trying to call me because her phone was dead. She was trying to call me several times from a number, and I was like, ignore. She actually needed me. And like I let like 2 hours pass. Dang. And then she finally called me from a number that I did recognize, and then she was like all frantic because I think she was stuck on the freeway or whatever.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You shouldn't leave no voicemail or anything?
Huh?
You shouldn't leave a voicemail?
No, she didn't. And so yeah, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna answer now.
That's good to know, man.
It's like that's the other thing.
Well, someone in my family actually years back, I'm not gonna say who, keep it confidential,
for sure.
But they're receiving calls from Mexico saying that a certain family member, that they had him held hostage and they had to send money, and obviously they went and called and verified everything was okay. Yeah, everything was okay. But have you guys heard about those types of calls, especially from Mexico? Because a lot of people live here, but they still have some family members out there, and they know they're here in the United States, and they usually wire money to Western Union or something, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that went on for some time.
Crazy.
Went on for some time.
Imagine our cartel guy asking through, "Oh yeah, do you use Western Union?"
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Sometimes you gotta think. Sometimes like a cartel leaders or like anyone in the cartel, like, yeah, use Western Union. Use this phone number. Come on, that's not gonna happen. Sometimes
or send a gift card.
Yeah.
Gift card
do the eBay gift cards all the time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year, I won't say it was last year. I got a phone call, and it was somebody calling saying that they were PG&E, that they were on the way to my other house, and they were gonna disconnect the power. And I was like, wait, that's weird. Nobody's like ever really called.
Yeah.
And he's like, you guys haven't paid the bill. And I'm like, okay. He goes, but if you pay it right now, I could just dispatch him to not do it. And I was like, all right. And I'm like, well, hold on. Let me check my bill. He goes, oh, I need you to tell me right now, because he's on his way. And I'm like, wait. I'm like, that's kind of weird. They never really rushed like that. And I'm like, and I've never gotten a phone call. So he's like, so it's on you. I'm like, how about you just call me back? Let me call real quick and see if the bill was paid or not. He goes, well, you better hurry up, man. He's like, just do it right now. Just give me your card over the phone.
Wow.
I'm like, that's weird. And so I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, you know what, dog? I'm like, just call me back. He goes, I'll call you back in 2 minutes. And he's like, if you don't answer, I'm gonna just have them disconnect you. And I call my brother-in-law. I'm like, yo, I got this phone call. I'm like, have you guys not paid the bill? And he goes, dude, it's paid. He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I was like, it's paid? He goes, yeah. And I'm like, well, just look out. If somebody does come, if it's legit, I'm like, they're going to disconnect it. And he goes, all right. And he called me like an hour later. My brother-in-law did. And he goes, dude, nobody showed up. Nothing. The guy never called me back either. Dang. And so I tried calling that number, and it had the dial tone. And I was like, dang, they would have had me, dude. If I would have just gave them my number over the phone, they would have just had me.
Wow. Man, that's some crazy times.
Yeah, have you guys ever some of the other ways that they've gotten creative is they send me emails occasionally, and it'll say, your invoice for your, and it'll literally look like a legit receipt and it looks like you paid for something, and it's like, if you want to just like not pay this or request a refund, that's what it is. Just click on the link and it'll take you there. And I literally one time I clicked on the link, and then I thought about it while it was loading, and I was like, oh no. So I pressed back and I went back, and then I was like, but duh, like if it's something that I paid for, it's going to be in my bank. So I went right to my bank app. I went through the charges, and there was nothing there. And I was like, oh man. So I went back and I just deleted it, and I reported it as spam.
I get those PayPal ones all the time. I always click the email, and it's like sarahsmith@yahoo.com. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
But if you try to wave the mouse over the email, you'll see that URL on there. And a lot of times it's just gibberish.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you know that it's spam.
Yeah.
If it's just gibberish on there.
For sure.
I always get like, congratulations, check your crypto wallet.
Yeah.
I just deposited $1 million. I'm like, really, dude? You
I
didn't
actually
even
got
know
a text from my bank the other day that stated that there was, some money taken out, and I was paying for this thing, and I literally deleted it. I was like, okay, whatever, spam. I deleted it, but then I got an email after, and I was like, And that one, the email looked legit, like from Chase. And I was like, okay, let me go in. And yeah, that was actually legit. Someone got my number, so I had to cancel my card right away. This happened this week, actually. So I canceled my card, and I have a new one coming in.
You're shopping online, huh?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
With your debit card. Don't do that. Don't use your debit card when you shop online. Card. Always use credit when you shop online.
It's those shoes, bro.
Someone else got them jeans, dog. It wasn't you.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone else hit. Not you.
No,
don't get me started. That's a different podcast.
Yeah. When I was, I want to say like freshman year, sophomore year, we had just lost our home, and we were, it was like around 2007, right, when the crash happened. So we were looking for a new place to live. And then I think we were on Craigslist. We were somewhere online. And then we came across this place to rent. It was a nice home. And, my parents couldn't read English. So I was reading it for them and everything. And the guy, so we sent out the email to the guy, and the guy was like, oh, I'm out here in Nigeria or something. Like, he said some African country. He's like, oh, you just gotta, he's like, send me a picture of who's come in to the home, you know.
Man.
And then after wire me some money through here and everything. Bro, I sent a picture of us when we were out there in Yosemite. Beautiful picture in the waterfalls and everything. And then my daddy, he's like, okay, tell him that tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I'll send out the money. But my mom, she was, a little more clever.
Yeah.
Wise. She's like, you know what? You're a little bit more wise.
For sure.
And she's like, you know what? Let me hit up your aunt. one of my aunts was a real estate agent, and then went and they saw if the house was for sale or rent or anything, and it's like no one has lived there for I don't know how much. Man. And I was like, oh my goodness, dude! Like I almost led my parents through this, and I was the one that was like, oh yeah, no, let's do it. Like, this is a good, like I was young and like I was excited for it.
Sure.
Where was this place at?
It was like in the east side sounds. They kind of like by Silver Creek, I believe, around there. But yeah, so somebody out there in Nigeria has a nice family picture of it
on their wall. Under like we almost got him.
Oh, I get Instagram like scammers all the time. They message me. And like I just like to troll them because they'll be like, "Hey man, you want to make some money? Like we can do this and this and this." And I'll be like, "Bro, I don't need no money. I'm rich. I'm rich. I got more money than you, bro." And they'll be like, "Oh well, I mean that's not very." They'll just like say something so random and weird. Or is your money secure? Like how many sources of income do you have?
Wow.
I'm like enough to be rich, bro, and I'm good. I don't need your money. Thank you. Like.
That's AI talking scammer. Back to you, dog. That's all AI talking back to you.
Right, exactly.
It has all the questions already
prompted. Not even a real person, for real.
It's just a guy.
I know when I first got into crypto, I probably sounded like a scammer too. When I was trying to get all my friends into it.
It sounded like you were trying to sell me life insurance, dog.
I know. I told this fool for like a whole straight year, and he never believed me. I'm like, no, but then you can make this much and all this and everything. And then he finally got into it, and he was making some money, and then a little crash happened.
A little crash, man. I lost most of my money, man. Yeah, I couldn't eat for a week.
No, but in my defense, I was like, dude, if you would have invested a year ago, you would have made over like 200%, 300% gains on that.
I'm still in there, dog. I'm still in there.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Long term, baby.
Yeah. I may not or may have not or may have cashed a little bit out to buy some shoes. Just saying. Just saying. But hey, I'm making it back.
The same.
I'm gonna make it back
to get a couple grails, but I don't know. I've been really looking at the Jordan 1 off-white though, the Chicago ones or the UNC ones.
Does the Chicago are like $6,000-$7,000? If you pay that much, dude, don't talk to me, man. If you pay that much for a shoe, don't talk to me.
It's all good,
man.
bro.
What if you go and you win that at the craps table?
Oh yeah, exactly.
No, you can buy many shoes for $7,000. A whole closet full, not just one pair of shoes, man. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
What's the highest you'll pay for a shoe?
Man.
Or the highest you have paid. Remember, you don't have to say, maybe your wife is listening to this. They're like, oh, that's the reason why we couldn't go to our second year wedding anniversary.
For real. The most I've paid for one, top of my head, is probably $560.
$560?
That's the most I paid for one. And that's a grail. That's my dunk, my diamond. Mm-hmm. That's the most I paid.
Yeah.
What is it worth?
$520. Was the most I paid, and that was for the mocha.
Yeah, I was just about to say the mocha is the dark mocha.
Yeah,
about $1,200 maybe.
And how much of the mocha's worth?
I will say, I do have a custom pair in the works right now, and right now I'm up to $750 on that custom pair Jordan 1s that he's working on. Yeah,
dog, send them my way, bro. I have a guy who works at actual Nike.
No, but I don't know if he can do this kind of custom work.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'll show you what some of his work. If he can do that kind of stuff, I will gladly do it.
Yeah, my guy Adrian.
But this is like amazing. Like this guy's custom work is truly
MP
incredible.
Got some done, right?
Who?
MP.
Oh yeah, but he's just doing it off the Nike app. Like he's customizing dunks off the Nike app and Air Force Ones, which doesn't compare to a guy taking the time to hand paint the shoe and making it look exactly how you want it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Hey man, anything you need, just let me know. I'll hit up my guy. I'll send it over. He's done shoes for like professional soccer players. He did a custom off-white soccer cleat, Chicago colorway for like this Sunday from Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about this is the same guy that took care of my dunks. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, he works for Nike, so he has all the product.
Yeah.
And he actually he knows the actual the name of the color, red or blue, whatever you're doing.
If I can't get my brush strokes down in the next 2 months, I might send him my elephant print ones. Yeah. Because I want to paint just the swooshes, that Tiffany blue color on those. I think it'll look so nice. Yeah, I've been working on it, and it's definitely better than when I first started a few months ago. Mm-hmm. But then it's been like 3 weeks and I haven't practiced because I had all my stuff set up on the table. And then when we had we were hosting, we put everything away, and I haven't taken everything out again. So it's been put away for like 3 weeks, and I haven't practiced in 3 weeks. But if I get desperate, I might just send them those shoes and
all right, just let me know.
But I want to show you the pictures. Obviously later once I have my phone, or I'll text them to you later. But and if he can do stuff like that comparable, because I definitely want one more custom pair of shoes. I wouldn't mind doing after these ones, but we'll talk.
All right, we'll stay in touch. I mean, I'm growing my collection just by selling some stuff to Jacob.
Yeah.
I get out, and then new ones come in.
Yep. Yeah.
You know? And in the restaurant business, they call it FIFO, first in. Yeah. And then, what is it? First in, first out?
Yeah, first in, first out.
Yeah. So
I thought
also encoding programming.
The belugas I picked up. But I don't know. I think I might sell them. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna use them.
Yeah, Yeezy. I haven't worn Yeezy in a long time. I'm trying to get rid of my Yeezys. So if you want to buy some more Yeezys,
shoot them my way.
I'll send them your way.
Have you worn them yet?
No.
No,
not yet.
I have some ones I want to sell you if you want. Those ones that you have. The yellow ones, the ones that you wore, and this one sends me a picture.
What you mean? I don't got them.
It sends me a picture with them on saying thanks, bud, and I'm like, oh, I forgot you had those.
Dang, I should have sent that, bro. You would have never knew.
I wouldn't have known that. They just would have been gone. It's not the first time shoes disappear in my house.
Nah, you can have them.
Jacket, hat,
they
shirts.
Just go, dude. But
I don't know. I like to go for comfort, and I don't think they're the Jordan 1s.
Jordan 1's not comfortable at all. I don't like wearing Jordan 1s at all. Mm-hmm. I am a New Balance guy.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get my boy Mar on New Balance.
I love the Jordan 1s. The look of them is just classic. It's one of the greatest Jordans, period. But yeah, you don't wear them for comfort.
The
wear them
for
style.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah,
because I'm flat-footed and
most fours are uncomfortable. I will say those. I don't know what it is about the
Show me a colorway.
I'm trying to. Well, I went blank, but they're all white and gray.
Oreos.
Yes, those jokers are very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. I don't know if it's the lining,
maybe
because it's so soft. I put my foot in there and it just I don't know.
Just hugs your ankles.
It just feels so good. My foot in there just feels so good. I don't know. Maybe it's just those fours because the other ones like the Fire Reds, they're definitely not as comfortable as those ones. But
you'll notice that the most produced sneaker that comes out is going to be the less comfortable because there's so many of them.
Yeah,
they're not going to use the best material. They're just going to
for sure
get them done as fast as you can and just get them out. The limited shoes, the lower inventory shoes, you're gonna get quality.
That makes a lot of sense actually.
All day.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going back to general releases by like 2019, 2021. I was just going for like grails.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want no general release. I'm selling.
For sure.
I just want this, and I was able to get my dunks, my diamonds. I was able to get my Bape NMDs. I got my Royal ones. Like I just got all the ones that I always wanted, and then that's it. My life is complete.
There's no chance you're passing on the fours next year, right?
On the bread,
even after he had his kids.
It's for my kids though. Once my son hits, 8.5, 9 in shoe.
Bro, that's me. I hit that right now.
You know what I'm saying? No.
He's like, and I'm basically your kid.
I've been under your wing way too long, man.
Don't be ungrateful. Don't be acting like I haven't, okay? Okay, I've passed down.
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
No, man, but there's a lot of things in the sneaker world to talk about, man. And I can talk about it all day.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm barely getting put game on that, you know.
Yeah.
I think the most I've ever spent was just recently when I bought those Air Max ones.
160. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that shoe though, man. Oh, it's so beautiful.
It's
my wife gets complimented every time she wears the big bubble. Every time she wears them. She's at the store. She's at the store, and they're just people are literally men and women. They're like, "Oh my god, your shoes are just dope." Like she loves wearing them because of that, because they're just constantly being complimented. People at the church, at the store. They're literally.
It's funny because when I saw her wear them, I think it was probably the first time. Well, at least around me, where I saw it, I'm like, "Oh, you got the bubbles," and she's like, "Wait, what?" And then I'm like, "Oh,
yeah." She literally
she's like,
knows
"Oh, the
nothing.
Shoes."
Yeah,
I'm like, "Oh, you don't even know what you're rocking right now."
No, she knows nothing about the shoe. She just all she knows is the picture.
Yeah,
and it's a Nike. To her, it's a Nike shoe. That's all it is. And all of her Jordans, it's just a Nike shoe.
That's good,
right? That's all. Like she doesn't care about it enough to be like, oh, she only has them because I'm just like kind of pushing it on her.
You
like, here, I think you'll like these.
Yeah.
And then
I've done that with my wife, but she's straight up just solid colors, like full black, and she's just Converse. Just Converse all the time, which saves me some money.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, there's some nice Converse out there, and I have bought her some really nice Converse, especially like new styles that are coming out.
And they have a lot of collabs with Converse.
Exactly. So I just be getting those.
One of my favorite pairs were I had these all black, but they were all leather, and they're just such a clean Converse, and I loved them, but I used the hell out of them for like a couple years. And they're like the soles coming apart. It basically can talk, so I had to get rid of them. But I love that shoe. I'll probably buy them again. Yeah.
See, dude, my wife though, man, wife, gosh, her closet is so fire, and it just makes me so upset that she doesn't wear her shoes. Cause I don't know if you guys saw that post I posted a while back.
Yeah,
and I'm like, she don't show them off. I'll do it for her.
Yeah.
And it was just like, she has boxes. And I'm like, dude, like you have heat, man. Like Dunks for days. She has Yeezys, Wave Runner. She has ones, everything. But she wants to wear some damn chanclas all the damn time. You know?
You're like, what are you doing?
But it's all right. But I mean, going back to like how your wife loves to be like complimented and like to see like people know what she's wearing. I'll confess to you guys, I love breaking necks. I live for breaking necks with my shoes. You know, it gives me some confidence, man. It does. Like, I love wearing, like, okay, what kicks am I going to wear today? Where am I going, first of all? Where am I going to have the best foot traffic? Okay? If I'm going to Safeway, I'll just put my sandals on or my slides. Cool. But if I'm going to, like, you know, the mall on a Saturday, okay, what am I wearing?
Yeah.
Because I'm breaking necks today. You know,
for sure.
Someone's gonna get a cramp on their neck today. Someone's gonna see their chiropractor the next day. You know what I mean? No, not that crazy. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's a good feeling. You know what I mean? Because for me, I love sneakers so much. You know, and we're like, let me roll that back. I don't idolize sneakers. Just put that out there.
He does.
Okay, I don't. But I love sneakers. I don't like the hype. I've never been a hype beast. That's why I've had many opportunities to buy Off-Whites. Never did. Because I don't like Off-Whites. There's only one pair of Off-Whites that I like. But I can't justify spending that much money on that.
Yeah, for sure.
I never listened to a Travis Scott song. So I don't know any Travis Scotts. If I get a collab, I have to like the collaborator. I want to know what they do, their work. Most of the collabs I have are designers that I like. Joe Freshgoods is a big one. Shout out to Joe Freshgoods. I love his stuff. But I like the history of the sneaker, man. I like to know who made it, who designed it.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, everything, you know what I mean? Like the process of it, you know.
For sure.
You know, like when Tinker Hatfield came in and took out the Jordan brand, like he made the 3 and up, you know, because the 1 and 2 was not him. So, yeah. I love the history of it. And again,
so do you actually pick your shoe and then you dress accordingly?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Great question. Yes. My first piece of clothing It's my shoe. And then I just build my outfit from bottom to top. Always. But
the chonies got to match too.
No, but see, that's the thing is that my shoe, I don't like my shoe matching my clothes.
He's wearing chonies.
Yeah. And during the summer.
Shoes.
Yeah.
Shoes.
No hype chonies too, though. No Supreme. No Supreme stuff like that.
You're rocking $100 chonies?
Nah, not like that. No, but like I like my shoe to be shiny, man. Like I want it to be loud and like and everything else. I can wear all black and wear like highlighted purple sneakers. That's how I like to wear my
That's not a bad idea.
It's just having your shoes be the outfit, you know.
I'm definitely both ways. There's times where I like Man, I love this dude. Knows me so well.
But you love sneakers more.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. For sure. Yeah, I can definitely. There's times where I don't mind a subtle outfit and then just let the shoes do all the talking. But there's other times where I want the bright pieces on top, like either a shirt or a hoodie or just a jacket that looks like good and maybe even match. And I don't mind it, but I can definitely do both. Like there's times where my clothes don't necessarily have to match the shoe, but if I am not matching the shoe with another piece of clothing, I do like to wear colors that are kind of like neutral colors that you can pretty much wear any color with, like tan, white, black, stuff like that, or gray, right? All those colors you can rock with any other color because it's like a neutral color. But and with regards to collaborations, I only have one requirement. Do I like it? And I don't care because I can't nitpick it. Like if I say, well, I'm only going to get this person's collaborations because I like the way they are. But what about every other piece of clothing I've ever bought? I don't know the history behind them. So I can't just say that, oh, I'm only getting it from this person because I like the quality of this person. Mm-hmm. I don't think about that because then otherwise I'm kind of a hypocrite because I've probably bought clothes from people who are not credible. Mm-hmm. In fact, I know I have, right? So I don't care what the person's done. If I like it, I'm gonna get it, right? Now, if they're actively, and I know that they're like literally hurting people on purpose or they stand for something like, child abuse or sex trafficking, that's a whole different level. I definitely will not support that ever, right? But outside of that, if I like it, I'm getting it.
See, that stopped me because I was going to purchase the Tom Sachs a week. That same week I was going to purchase the Tom Sachs is when he got accused of like abuse in his office space.
Dang.
And like the way he would treat people. Like he called himself Hitler. Dang. Like he would treat people really bad, bro. It was bad.
That's crazy.
And I was like, I really wanted that shoe though. It's so beautiful. But now I'm like, I can't get it. I don't want it.
You're like, I need someone else to make the same thing.
You know what I mean? I can't do it no more. And I'm like,
right.
As much as I want to get it, it's like my morals and who I am. Like I just,
for sure.
I can't stand by that. That's why I took a week off Yeezy too, because you went a little crazy, And I'm like, all right, dude.
But you're a little crazy too.
I am, but not that crazy though. Not that crazy. No, that's nuts. But yeah, stuff like that. But I'll give you credit, dog. You got style, man.
Appreciate it.
Sometimes I look at your fits, I'm like, I wish I can rock that, but I can't. I can't rock white pants, dog. I cannot rock white
Mar
pants.
definitely looks like a snack all the time.
Dog.
Appreciate you, man.
But that's for sure. I do look up to you for that, man. You have good style, bro. I'll give you that. Sure. I got lazy. I just put on whatever now.
For most of my life, because like I mentioned, I was frugal. So I was always on a budget, so whatever I could afford,
for sure,
I'd buy. So I would actually prioritize clothes more, and I think I still kind of do.
That was me most of my life up until 2 years ago, and I got a better job. It changed everything.
Yeah,
honestly, that was literally me, because I didn't start collecting shoes until the pandemic happened. Yeah. Okay. I literally. I did not own a pair of Jordans before the pandemic happened. Wow. So yes, I did a lot of collecting in a short amount of time, and a lot of spending, which is why it was also why I lived at work for a while. Right, I was putting in a lot of hours of overtime because I was like, bro, I'm about to get all these shoes that I want and I'm going to get them quick. I don't want to wait for it. So I'm just going to work for it. And that's what I did. I put in a ton of hours. Also, granted, at the same time, I was getting like a new bass. I was getting a new bass speaker, a bass amplifier, a bunch of bass pedals.
Dang.
It was, I ended up, dropping a lot in a short amount of time. But like I said, I was working for it all. And so on the other end of it, I wasn't like hurting us. We were still able to save and still, just be okay, be able to pay the bills and keep the lights on. While still, getting the things that I like, only because I was putting in so many extra hours.
Making sure that your own kids have kicks.
Yeah. But before then, you're right. I did that. Most of my spending was on clothes. And then, but I had just like basic shoes, Nikes here and there. Yeah. But before I used a lot of boots. Like a lot of different gray boots, brown boots, black boots, You
were a boot guy for a long time.
Yeah. But my thing, because I was on a budget, I'm like, if my shoes are clean, like my fit is gonna look clean too. Yeah. So even if I was rocking Converse, whatever I had on, I was always cleaning them every time before I wore a pair of shoes, and even now too. Like I still clean them. Toothbrush and water, and then sometimes a little premium cleaner here and there. Sometimes that I get from Amazon or something, or dish soap. Dish soap works.
And then hot water.
Yeah,
takes them all off, nice and clean.
Yeah, but I like that, and it's so funny because my wife is completely the opposite.
She destroys her shoes.
Yeah, to be just completely run down.
Okay,
like just.
So she mostly uses one pair of shoes until it's like worn out, and then
and also like with my clothes too. I'm the type of person, like if I go and I buy something new right now, like I'm thinking like, oh, I'm gonna rock it in this event or during this time. So it might possibly be sitting in my closet, hanging on my closet for a while before I even wear it. Like it's not like I buy it and then boom, I'm wearing it tonight to go eat with my wife or something, like it. And even if I wear it now, I probably won't wear it until next month or something again. Like I don't know, like I'm just
that's crazy.
There's been times where I bought shoes and slept on them for like a couple months until I had the right outfit for it. Yeah. Or vice versa. I bought a dope outfit and I was like, oh, I need something that I can rock with this, and then finally found the perfect shoes for them. All right, let's do it.
I thought I was the only one that does that. I literally, like, the Lost and Founds, I had them for like 2 months. I was like, I'm not going to wear it until the church Christmas event. I have my fit already ready. Yeah. I got the jacket, shirt, the jeans, and the shoes. I was like, I'm not going to wear them.
I remember.
Until that day. Yeah. 2 months just sitting there. And I was like, I just want to put my foot in them.
Yeah.
And then it's not even like I'm spending like $50-$60 on a shirt either. Maybe it costs like between $10-$20.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, that expensive, but I still took my sweet time wearing it. That's
so you got style, dog. You know that.
You do, bro. You wore some dope
swagged
fits.
Out. You know what I'm saying?
I got some new stuff coming for you this summer.
There you go. Yeah, more money, more problems, dog.
Money, more problems.
That's it for you.
That's all it is, man. Jay, what about you, bro?
I have a problem. I buy, and I don't wear anything.
Bro's got clothes like he wouldn't have to wear the same pair of clothes for the next year, but he wears the same pair of clothes anyway.
Right now.
I know it's so funny because sometimes we see him in like a nice fitted shirt and we're like, "Ooh, we see you, Jay."
Yeah. Or something. I think last time I was like, "Well, I didn't know you wore different colors." Yeah. And I was like,
"Yeah, right." I don't know if you guys on Easter he wore this white shirt. Is it like a dress shirt, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't your average dress shirt. That white shirt was sick, bro. Yeah. I wanted that shirt.
Yeah.
Dude, I was
the
like,
whole
bro.
fit was Nordstrom. The whole entire fit.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I haven't wore any of that since then.
Wow.
But that's my problem. Like Mar got me for my birthday. He got me some J's, and I have not worn them. Wow. Yeah. I mean, you guys seen? Yeah. I mean, I got shoes.
But do you like dressing up
I brought
like
him
that,
the Bread 11s.
Yeah,
because he loves red.
Those Reds, though. Yeah. You haven't put them on?
Yeah.
How much you want for
it? Was a nice gift. It was a very nice gift.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And that's I'm like, but then I'm like, it has to be a perfect date.
I don't even have those. I don't even have the Bread 11s. But I bought them for
Me either.
Yeah. And for me, I'm like, it has to be a special day.
Yeah.
And it has to be.
Yeah.
I can't just wear them, So, but then I'm like, well, what day is really important? I'm like, I haven't really had one.
Yeah.
So, but like, for like weddings and stuff, I'll always go buy like new clothes.
For sure.
And then like, it's funny because something will come up and I'm like, oh, I gotta go shopping. And it's like I have a bunch of clothes. Like this whole closet is full, completely full. And I don't wear anything. Yeah, I got stuff.
I'll shop from you. Let me go through.
Right, you bring him shoes, you take shoes.
Yeah, we'll switch.
Dude, I have so many like clothes that have tags on them, and it's funny because I'm like, dude, this stuff is probably out of style now. You know, but it's just I love.
You got Ed
shopping.
Hardy in there?
I know, right? Actually, when we was rocking this shirt this past weekend, I'm like, I thought it was some Ed Hardy.
God, man.
Yeah, that's my problem is that I'll buy and just not wear it
because
it's like a lot of times.
But is it because like there's one shirt or a couple shirts that you really love that you just rather stick to comfort?
No, it's crazy. So I don't know if you guys know, but I'm colorblind.
Oh snap!
So I have a hard time actually like selecting colors. So a lot of times you'll see me wear solid colors. Those colors I could see.
Yeah.
But I can't. I have a hard time mix matching.
Oh dang.
So yeah, and a lot of times like for my my little cousin's wedding, I went to go get a sports jacket, right? And I went as soon as the mall opened up. I was there from 9 o'clock till about almost 3:30, just looking for pretty much an outfit the whole time. And I was literally sending pictures to my daughter and my wife, like, yo, what color is this? Because I was looking specifically to match them. And I'm like, is this red? Is this red or is it burgundy? They're like, dude, it's red. And I'm like, it looks burgundy. I had like a red shirt and a burgundy to me, and they're like, no, they're both red. So I was struggling. Yeah, I had a really hard time.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, just imagine, like, it had to have been like that perfect mix for me. So that's why a lot of times you'll see me kind of wearing the same stuff. It's because I feel comfortable enough, because, you know, I don't want to. I've been embarrassed enough to where, like, dang, bro, you don't match. It's like, oh, snap. Okay, my bad.
It's the mismatch, bro.
Yeah. So I do like, I want to have the mixed match, but I need to like either like hit them up first, like, yo, does this match?
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of times I won't. Like, not that long ago, my daughter was like, Dad, I wore my Air Maxes, all completely like hecka bright white, and she's like, Dad, she's like, you shouldn't have worn those shoes. I'm like, see, well, that's why I don't do it. So,
well, hit us up, bro. We'll dress you up.
Yeah.
Let's go shopping.
I'm like, I'm gonna have to put the numbers on them, bro.
Bro,
like,
we should go.
match together.
We should do that one day. Just, bro, let's go shopping. Like, for real.
You guys will probably get upset. I'm like, dude, you guys have all this. Like, we ain't even gotta go shopping. Just open up your closet.
Yeah, before we do that, let's hit his closet first, right?
Yeah.
But like, actually, AJ, this fits. I'm taking it.
Yeah.
But see, the funny thing for you though is that your look fits what you wear. Like, you look like a Hell's Angel Mongols guy with his glasses on, and you know, and then he wears all black. I'm like, this guy's a biker for sure. He bikes. You know what I'm saying?
He embraces that.
You know, this guy loves the Second Amendment.
Absolutely.
He loves his guns.
Absolutely.
You know, he's on Elon Musk's side. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So
absolutely.
you know. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, man. I would love to see you in more colors.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'd love to see you in some, like, you know,
Yeah, some summer colors.
Yeah, bro. That's the
some
thing
tan,
too. Yeah.
some brown.
Like, dude, there's days that I go in my closet. I'm like, man, I ain't got no summer colors, man. Up in here.
Bro, this whole time I thought you were just rocking the Raider colors because you love the Raiders that much.
Just go with that.
You're like, man, this
I
guy's
was like,
got
man,
a
this
lot
guy-
of Raider colored clothes.
Well, the
this
thing
guy's-
too was
But that's because that's what he can see the easiest.
right,
Yeah.
and a lot of times too was like a lot of my outfits were based off my work, right? And so like I work at night, right? And so all I did was just dress up for work because I had the 2 full-time jobs. So I'm literally in a week I was working 100 hours a week, so I would just dress for that, you know. And so when I didn't, I'm like, well, I got all this clothes, so I might as well just use the same thing that I normally have, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I never really went shopping for that. But I mean, I literally have like maybe 5 different boots for work that like. I mean, it's just that's my thing is I wear boots.
What what brand boots you buy?
Right now I've been on Thorogoods. I love Thorogoods.
Oh, I haven't heard of them.
Yeah, very 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 comfortable. Boots.
Nice.
You look good in some Doc Martens.
Doc Martens. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back in the office. I'm buying some Docs. I've already called them. Like, I'm buying some Docs for the office. You know, because I work from home. So like working from home, I can't dress up.
Yeah.
But what I do is put my shoes on. And
Wait, you wear your shoes at home?
Oh yeah, all day.
Who are you impressing? Your mirror?
Nobody. Just want to put them on. I'm like, you know what? I haven't worn this shoe in a while.
Yeah.
Let me get a fit real quick just to be in the house.
Wait, you get dressed up just being at home?
Not dressed up. My dress
He'll
up.
just wear his shoes.
But I get
it's a dress up.
I get
it's a chill, casual look,
like,
but it's still.
He's like in Jordans, boxer briefs, and a dress shirt.
Yeah,
just a long tee and the shoes. Right. That's it. And the socks. Yeah, that's it. No, but yeah, I wear my shoes at home. I messed up because I did it for so long now. Like my feet hurt, so I'm like I have to buy like a special little gel insole for my feet. So.
Dang.
Yeah, worth it though. Definitely worth it. I felt good.
Yeah.
On the computer where no one can see me in my room.
Oh, fellas, it's been great.
I think that's it.
Very interesting talk.
Very interesting talk today.
How did we even get there?
Guys,
we had nothing planned. We had literally nothing planned. We can show you this right here. Nothing blank. That's just for show.
I think our exit is take care of your feet.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Look
Clip
good.
your toenails.
Fashion is important because
dress right.
You wouldn't be at 23 years. You gotta look good for yourself and your wife.
Absolutely.
Right.
And not just when you're single, even when you get married.
Yeah.
Keep on doing it, man.
For sure.
You're a trophy to your spouse. So.
Agreed.
Just like that.
You're a little participation trophy, but.
Dog, I'm the golden
I'm the Champions League trophy right here, baby. That's the Super Bowl, and that's the MLB, the major, what do you call it? The World Series, right there. World Series trophy. Bam.
Dog,
nice little participation.
Dog, I've been the World Cup forever, dog. Dog, Messi lift me up this year, dog. That's who I am. Okay. Take care of your feet. Let us know who's gonna win. Elon or Mark.